I have no legs! Can I win 100 duels without moving? Let's find out. So let me quickly explain the rules before we get into the main bit of the challenge. I'm not allowed to walk or move in any other way that would use my legs, such as jumping. I'm allowed to use boats and ender pearls, they're all fine, stuff like that if they don't use my legs. If there's an accident where I move, I just jump off and it's fine, I don't fail the whole challenge. As it says in the title, the goal is to get 100 wins, but I'm also interested to see how few losses I can have. I can work out the ratio of wins to losses maybe, and that'll be a cool figure to find out. While doing this I got quite a lot of wins. I was like an archer master. You could say I was legless. Legless. Get it? Like the guy? So here we have the boat strategy, where I use boats to get around the no legs thing. It was okay, not the best strategy, but I got a quick win here. Oops, I pressed D. As I said, it doesn't really matter, but it is another loss. And it happened again. If boats get broken underneath me, I accidentally move, so this is why the strategy didn't really work. I tried an axe and ender pearl kit, and the fight is very long, so I'm not going to show the whole fight. This was not a good strategy. I was helping people by giving them wins. I was helping them like a superhero. Like Boatman! Also known as Bruce Lame. Now we move on to the most successful strategy, TNT minecarts. How this works is I place a rail, place a minecart, place a block, and boom, I win. And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, the block protects you from the explosion. The games would sometimes not go as planned. Some ended in bowing, and in some I messed up my placement. But I had the advantage of knowing how to use the kit, since my opponent didn't. There are a lot of games with this strategy, so I'm just going to show the end of these first few games. Even with a good strategy like this, 100 wins is a lot. As I'm editing this, I am realising that. And I know that everyone says this, but I've put a lot of effort into this video, so if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and commenting to let me know that you enjoyed and help with the algorithm. Anyway, this strategy worked, and that is why most of my wins are with this strategy. We interrupt this broadcast to change your life. Are you tired of walking?
I guess. Wait, why are you looking at that?
Well, why not try amputation?
What? No. Why? What?
Amputation is a new and revolutionary way of not having any legs.
What? Why would anybody want that? Why are you looking in that direction?
Just look at this happy customer who's just ordered an amputation.
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
And now for a quick interview with this happy customer. You loved your amputation, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yes.
Order your amputation now at 143-233-178-191. And remember, it isn't the dark web if you use light mode. We are not responsible for any depression, infection, or severe blood loss. You are not guaranteed happiness following the procedure. Anesthesia not included. I faced some weird strategies while doing this. There was obviously the die strategy, my favourite strategy. They just gave me a free win. There was the tower strategy, where my opponent would just tower up. I usually just shot them off, it wasn't effective. There's the strategy where they just bowl me, which went either way, sometimes they killed me, sometimes I blew them up. And then there's the block and bow, where they'd block up in front of them and then bow, and there's nothing I can do. They just win, because they have legs. If you ever want to use the no-leg strategy, you do have to look out for the block and bow strategy. I wouldn't suggest you ever use this strategy, because the problem with having no legs is you have no legs. Now that those wins are out the way, we can get to some of the more interesting ones. This is a strategy I call the TNT minecart cannon, where you place one TNT minecart, place another one, and then you shoot the one closer to you, and it launches the other one at the opponent. You can use this to get past obstacles, and also, it just looks really cool. The only problem with this was I did take a lot of damage from my own minecarts. Sometimes my opponent would accidentally shoot the TNT minecart and blow themselves up, so they actually kind of like landmines. I would just hear the explosion and realise that I'd won, which is a bit funny. A lot of the time these duels did just end in bowing, but I improved my technique and the wins were appearing out of nowhere, as if by magic. You could call me...
No! It's obviously set up for a joke. You've already hit your legal limit of jokes in the video.
How would I make a joke about landmines, hearing explosions, bowing, and not walking?
Oh no, but you're about to make a bad joke.
I wasn't gonna make a bad joke.
I mean, you obviously just...
I was gonna make a good joke.
Oh, come on. Bad or good, you're at your limit of jokes, okay?
Okay, I'll stop. And now for the 100. You could say I was Here Mine No Knee Ranger.
Hey!
Worth it! And now for the 100th win, I'm gonna try to get a melee kill without moving. So getting a melee kill without moving sounds very difficult, because I take loads of damage every time I move with ender pearls. However, on the third game, and now, to conclude this video, I just need a joke about axes and not walking.
Not on my watch. I've got you now.
No, you haven't.
No point. I won't catch up with him. But at least I stopped the joke. Hold on, what's that noise? Ah!
Here's Johnny.